5 children are showing polio-like symptoms that's partially paralyzing them, and doctors make a note that this is not polio. In fact, did I read Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta that some of the doctors presented information about this, like at a neurological conference recently, trying to find some answers?
You know, it's interesting. This has been going on for over a year. What sort of gained attention again is that this presentation is upcoming, where they're going to now present this to the rest of the country,
okay.
and they're going to say, look, you know, here's what we saw. Have you seen anything similar in your own communities? They want to find out how widespread, if at all, this whole thing is.
Now, if you're a parent watching, yeah, neurological conferences, yada, yada, yada. What about my kid? So if they're starting to show signs of what? Like a weak arm, some numbness, what should you be concerned at?
It's weakness. Yeah, typically it's in a single limb, so arm or a leg or something like that. One of the mothers described her own daughter, Sophia, as 5 years old, would always reach into a toy box and then have trouble actually grasping the toy with her left hand.
And the mom noticed that.
Mom noticed that. And, you know, it's something you just have to pay attention to as a parent. You usually will see something like that happening. But now in the context of this, again, polio-like illness, not polio, this is what doctors are saying. Just be a little bit more aware. The chance of this happening, just to put some minds at ease, is very, very rare. And there's not evidence that it's contagious within families either. So it's not like we're worried that people are going to start getting this in large communities. But this is what they're trying to say at the conference.
You know what I noticed was that of the 5 kids who do have it, I mean, there's 20 potential others, but of the 5 that they feel do have this, they noted that all 5 got their polio vaccine. Now, there are some who will say, I knew it. It was the vaccine, because, you know, sometimes there are like campaigns against vaccinating people. But doctors don't think that at all, do they?
Yeah, I don't think people have been saying that. You know, in 2 of the 5 cases, they found another virus called enterovirus 68. You don't need to remember the name, but it's in the same family as polio viruses. So there's probably some other virus out there. There's been clusters of cases like this in Asia in the past as well. So some of those cases now may have made their way across the ocean into California. We don't know for sure what's happening here. But, you know, I think we can still safely say polio is eradicated in this country. It's not in every country around the world. But there's something that's causing a similar type of illness.
So can't we find out what it is now that they've identified it and make a vaccine?
Yeah,
is it that simple?
They think that may be where they're going. It's still so rare. You know, when you talk about vaccines, you're usually doing it against diseases that are pretty widespread. And again, they hope that this doesn't become widespread. But you're absolutely right, Robin. Enterovirus 68, maybe we're going to have that part of the vaccine schedule as well.
All right, doctor, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Exactly.
So was this divine intervention?